Hi, I'm John Roseman with Tonsorial Virtuoso. Welcome to Cut Your Own Hair, haircut number 001, part 1. To learn more about me or my company, visit our website at howtvcutblackmenshair.com. To learn more about black men's hair cutting, download our ebook titled Tonsorial Virtuoso, Black Men's Hair Cutting. You can download that from Amazon.com. Again, I'm John Roseman with Tonsorial Virtuoso. Thanks for watching. Fairly simple haircut that I like wearing for myself, and it's also fairly simple for someone trying to cut their hair at home. I estimate this is kind of like in the medium range in terms of difficulty. So let's get started here. I'm going to use a familiar clipper probably to home use hair cutters. It's the Wahl Designer, not a very expensive clipper. You can probably get the Wahl Designer for about 40 bucks or so, give or take $5–10. Not a very expensive clipper, but very effective and very just good, more than enough for the home use. So what I'm going to do is, what I've attached is the #1 guard, which is like the smallest guard in any clipper set. In this case, it's a 3mm, and any clipper set you get is going to have a small guard or #1, whichever that is for you. Just that's how I'm accomplishing this haircut. So I'm going to do a takedown. Obviously, in home hair cutting, you're going to use 2 mirrors. You'll notice that when I'm doing this takedown, I maintain a finger on the clipper guard, and my reason for that is these clipper guards have a tendency to pop off at the most inopportune times in some cases, but they have a tendency to pop off. So with one finger, I just put a little pressure on it right on the back of the clipper and keep the clipper guard on while I do this takedown. Basically, I'm going with the hair grain on this haircut, following the wave pattern. Passing through several times, making sure I miss no spots. Also, just to improve the uniform look of the hair, making sure it stays consistent in length. So because of the way I brush my hair, I'm basically working from the crown of my head out in the direction that is being brushed. Okay, so that's our step 1. now I'm going to do a taper at the temple on each side, and to accomplish that I'm opening the clippers up so that they're cutting at their so that the clippers are actually cutting at their leaving the hair cut at its longest position without a clipper guard. And I should have noted earlier that when I was doing the takedown, likewise the clippers were at their longest cutting position with the guard on. So it was length added by the lever being all the way extended, as well as length added from the clipper guard. Now we're using the clippers without a guard, but with the lever all the way extended, giving you the maximum length without a clipper guard. And I start this step right at the temporal area, arcing it up towards the temple, and I don't take this step behind the ear. I leave it right in front of my ear, and that's just a personal taste choice, because I like to have a little bit of hair to work with over the ear for the hairline. I like that detail to stand out, so I don't take it behind the ear. Okay, and we're going to do the same thing for this side over here. This is a haircut that, you know, without the tutorial and without the instructions and directions, this is a haircut that, you know, with a little bit of practice, I should say, the home hair cutter can do in about really 10-12 minutes. So what I've done now is I've added the number 1 again. We left the walls still fully extended in terms of the lever, the adjustable lever, and we're feathering out that step that we just created. Something you'll learn, and you may notice in terms of what I'm doing here, is that depending on the angle in which you're working the clippers, you'll cut more or less length. So it takes practice and getting familiar and comfortable with clippers in general, but I just want to let you know that you don't always need to adjust the lever or change a clipper guard to accomplish slightly different lengths. You know, you can do so by the angle in which you hold the clippers themselves. Again, in this step, notice that I'm using my thumb at this point to ensure that the clipper guard doesn't come off while I'm cutting my hair. I'm almost able to eliminate this step altogether without really adjusting the lever. So now I'm going to go with the grain. Now I've just closed the clipper up. In other words, I've moved the lever forward so that it's cutting a little bit more. Okay, back open. This is basically what I call call and response. We're just responding to what we see, making adjustments in either the clipper angle, in the lever. I've closed the lever up. Get out this little stubborn spot right here. Gently attacking it. Open them back up, feathering out that step. Go back to the brush, see how well we're doing. Okay, so let's see a little stubborn spot, and I'm going to use the walls with the lever, no guard, lever all the way open, which is how we initially put this step in. I'm going to use that to pull out some of this color. It's not quite blending from section to section. Still all the way open. Using clipper angle techniques, accomplish more or less hair cutting depending on what's necessary. And you know what, guys, we're just about done here.